Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV, and it's time for another episode here out of our home studios due to Corona, and also now we are doing this online, as you know that, with Tarachi Gold for the first time. And with me here is Lorne Warner, the President and CEO of the company. Welcome, and to you, good morning, Lorne. How are you?
Good morning. It's still good morning there in Germany, is it?
No, that's evening, and I'm in Switzerland.
Oh, there you go. All right.
No problem. Great. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about your company. Very interesting, young company that you are exploring for gold in Mexico. So maybe you can give us a brief, roundup, I would say, on the company before we go into more details.
Well, Tarachi Gold Corp is focused in Mexico in a very good, prolific gold belt that's produced over almost 80 million ounces of gold to date. Mm-hmm. We have great management that has worked in Mexico for quite some time. Our projects are ones for which there has been some work on them, which is what I like to see. They've done the systematics and some drilling that has provided us with some good high-grade gold intercepts. From that now, we have acquired it. We have management that can work down there. We are working right now, even through the coronavirus situation. We've been doing a lot of sampling and verification and data compilation for us, so that we're also just filing for our drill permits. Mm-hmm. And we hope to be drilling these properties, diamond drilling right away within the next, let's say, month and a half.
Super. Okay, perfect. So you are in Mexico, and Mexico is, of course, I would call it the silver country in the world. Yeah, very famous for that. And we know a lot of good companies are there, like Fresnillo, Max Silver, First Majestic, Endeavor, etc., etc. And so you guys are drilling for gold. And what I saw in your presentation already, there were some interesting drill intersects you had so far, or let's say historic ones, and very interesting channel samples, and also you have outstanding neighbors. Can you comment a bit on that? And because it looks to me like you're an elephant country, right?
Exactly. Like I said before, they produced 80 million ounces of gold from this area, and actually 1.5 billion ounces of silver to date. Mm-hmm. So our neighbors, Milestones, we have a fair, which we're only about 5 kilometers away from in one of our projects. We can see the pit from where we're mapping. It's just the whole trend. This is a northwest trend to these mineral systems, for which we're in the heartland of it. Mm-hmm. And this is key for us, that we be in this area. This is if you want to look for gold, if you want to find big deposits, this is where you should be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, super. So it is called Tarachi North and Tarachi South. Let's start maybe with Tarachi North, with Javier, Pretoria, and Chivitas, if I said that correct. What is about the concessions? What size do they have, and what is, let's say, a little bit special on them?
Well, what's special about them is there has been some work done on them to date, where they've identified those mineralized structures. Where through surface sampling and diamond drilling, they've been able to come up with some pretty impressive drill intercepts. Now, we're going to take that, we're mapping, we've got a very good crew down there, very experienced geologists. We're piecing all this data together and taking more samples and really studying the structural relationships to the gold mineralization. And this is what is key. There's where you have these structures intersecting each other. This is key, where you have a lot of these mineral and gold deposits occurring.
Okay, great. So when you will start the exploration, as you just said, you have filed for the permits and everything looks quite good. What would be like the first holes? How many meters do you want to drill? What is the worksheet for the next months?
Well, like so we anticipate to have our drill permits within the next 4 to maybe 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. We will go to drilling fairly quickly. We are almost complete in our mapping and sampling program down through there. And with that, we've already looked at and decided a lot of areas where we want to drill. We are going to start diamond drilling, probably large diameter core, we call HQ, simply to ensure that we get good core recoveries and a good sample size for the lab. as there's coarse gold in some of these areas. It's been observed, you can see it, and once you see that, you want to make sure that you're doing everything possible to get the most accurate assays you can.
Okay, great. And how deep do you plan the holes, or you doing? Do you want to do that, like, let's say, in different settings, or how do you want to do that?
Good question. Yeah, no. Initially, we will be looking at, our first diamond drill holes will be 50 to 100 meters in length. However, there are favorable rocks that are close by to these structures where we will be looking at maybe testing down 100, maybe even 150 meters below surface, somewhere where it's never been drilled before, where we know the structures occur. And historically in this camp, that is sort of the lithological and structural setting that you want to test.
Okay, so that sounds to me like then you are more going like for open pit than for underground. For the future, I mean.
Well, I mean, open pit is quite a good potential there for that. However, in these type of epithermal systems, if you get in the right location, I mean, you're looking at what these call bonanza grades, and we far enough down that we would go underground. The rock conditions in this area are good for underground mines. What they call your rock quality index, RQD, is quite good, so you shouldn't have issues going underground mining.
Fantastic. And it looks like that it's also not really deep, it's quite shallow, so it's easy to access via ramp, for example, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, super. Great. And okay, so we have been talking about Tarachi North. What is going on with Tarachi South, with the Chabali concession?
Yes, I mean, that's where we have, there's been a lot of previous work. There was actually a little bit of mining on some of these claims as well, historically, taken place. So we've gone back in again, even though you've seen all this work completed, going back and going in greater detail on your mapping and your sampling and really detailed structural analysis helps you determine what's going on with the orientation to the mineralization. In this area, for example, let's just say maybe there was a dominant north-south structure, but all the east-west ones are carrying the grade. So that would suggest suggest your drilling orientation, which would be maybe significantly different as compared to historically that happened there. So this is where, again, we're getting really good information on what's going on through there, and that enables us to basically get right to a diamond drilling stage.
Okay, super. Then I saw also in your presentation that you can earn 100% through a back-weighted 5-year option. What does that mean? That means that Tarachi has like optioned the whole land. This is how I understand it. And now you have to spend some money, of course, and then you can earn in up to 100%, right?
Correct. That is right. So, and the earning is basically some payments, some stock, but basically get on the ground and do a lot of work. And that's exactly what we're going at right now. So as quickly as possible, diamond drilling is the key thing to assessing what's going on through there.
Fantastic. Can you give us a little bit of definition for those terms and conditions, meaning how much money do you have to spend on this 5-year option?
I don't have the exact details in front of me. It is not onerous. I would have to relook at that for you itself, but certainly, I would say because of these are more greenfield projects in a sense. So we're not looking at millions of dollars in terms of payments and that. It's more like less than $1 million, and most emphasis is on doing the work.
Okay, super. Yeah, then let's talk about money, because that's also important as an exploration company, of course. So what is currently in the bank? First question. And second question is, who are your shareholders? What has management directors? Do you have already institutions in? Some names we know maybe already. Please elaborate on that, please.
Well, Tarachi is quite a young company. We have approximately 37 million shares outstanding right now, of which I would say approximately 40% of those are held by insiders and management. It's very tightly held. We just recently had completed a financing, which then completed all our first-year payments. Also, enough money for us to complete, let's say, at least a 2,000-meter drill program right away with funds still available to follow up anything that may look of interest on the first program.
What is the major key milestone you want to achieve this year?
The major key milestone will be completing probably 2 diamond drilling programs. So we are going to start the first one here soon. Like I say, within about a month or so, we will be drilling. Based on those results, we would probably be down for only, I would say, less than a month. Make sure we get our assays, put things together, and we'll be probably back drilling again. Our milestones are to find the gold mineralization, identify its its orientation to the mineralization, and start tracking it down to depth and along strike.
Okay, super. Lorne, great. That was a great first insight. I have a good feeling that we talk very, very soon as the drills then hopefully are turning and you will start to produce hopefully fantastic results. So we are keen on an update interview then, of course. And yeah, wish you all the best. Have a great summer so far and make sure that you stay healthy.
Oh, healthy for sure. That's most important for everyone. We're very, very careful with our crews down there.
That's right.
And still being able to work.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time and thank you very much.
Thank you, Lorne. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lorne Warner, the president and CEO of Tarachi Gold. And you heard it, a young company, a new company, but really poised and thrilled to start the drills turning and to find a lot of gold in Sonora, in Mexico. And you heard it, the Tarachi properties, Tarachi North, Tarachi South, they are poised for gold. They had so far very good channel samplings, also good historic drill results. And yeah, it looks like that something big is going on here. We keep you posted. Thank you very much and bye-bye. And thanks for watching us. Bye-bye, Lorne.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you.